Hey, welcome back to the boat arc of the BIOMUTANT Gunless challenge. Does that joke even still work?
Monsters sleep here, and they're just as messy as you'd guess.
Is Gut still on the boat? I don't read Berserk, and ever since the Super Best Friends broke up, I haven't really been getting a lot in the way of like anime or wrestling news. Also, where's this Fluff Hulk? Why are they just gone? This isn't the first time we've just met a disappearing Fluff Hulk. That's a paradox there. We didn't meet it because it wasn't there. Is that a plane?
An aero wreck. Lots of living went down with it, and lots of luggage. Now that's a pleasure. Crit. Hot metal. Cut that one down.
Yeah, these guys really don't know how to combat circle strafing. I don't think many enemies in video games do.
Might not need that now, but you will later.
That dam is pretty impressive from all the way down here. Reminds me of New Vegas. Can't think of many other games with prominent hydroelectric landmarks. Okay, so that's part of the nest. Probably want to just look around farther. Is that it? It's a ways away. It's a big nest if it is.
You can make so many amazing things
This
out
totem
of
is
scrap.
part of it, so maybe. Yeah, this is definitely like a Fluff Hulk area. Where's the Fluff Hulk? We're literally right on top of it. Strange. Oh! You were asleep.
Hey, nice shot.
I did not see him until he literally woke up. It's an accurate use of the word literally, because I am a writer. It's also a superfluous use of the word literally, because I'm a writer and I keep mispronouncing
Do you
literally
feel safer
because I'm not a
or
speaker,
more
I'm a writer.
exposed in the dark?
That's how these things work. Who are you? Moss. My mortal enemy.
Maybe that key will match.
So the loot's probably in here. Now the ATM, that's gonna be a
Top-notch
pain to
finish to
find.
this one.
That wasn't superb loot. What are you doing, game? What are you trying to pull?
Seems like
That's
a
superb
peculiar
loot.
item.
Is it gonna be any good? No, it's a rifle part. That's more superb than the other loot. Okay, sure. Sure, game. Whatever you say. Still need to find the ATM. And on to the next
The night
adventure.
feels dangerous and exciting.
Oh, somebody's vibing. Let's just ignore him. Apparently, the next Fluff Hulk it wants us to go after is the frozen one. And there's a cave over there that I did not see that's on the map. That's probably where he's hiding. So let's go see. Or maybe, is the cave supposed to be the bunker? It could be. It's unclear. There's the bunker. Is there a cave anywhere? Huh? Didn't you know? Oh, he's sleeping too. Ow. That was a lot of damage.
Super effective.
Let's try and avoid that in the future. Remember how tough the first Fluff Hulk fight was? So there's superb loot and a loot vault. I'm a little bit they're one and the
Where
same.
we can get some ride shoes for the mount.
Dave, for the last time, it's a robot. It doesn't need horseshoes or food or anything like that. Please go away, mutants. I don't want to deal with you today.
Maybe this key will do it.
There we go. I was checking my Digimon during the loading screen, and apparently it's 0:09 p.m. Does Japan not know how, like, AM and PM work? Oh, who are we fighting? Oh, it's another one of you.
Great shot.
Do without you, to be honest.
Good hit. Heroes make for the best stories. It's up to you if you want to be one.
I don't need your value judgments, Dave.
Ooh, there's some rubber scrap for you. That's an intact plant hut over there. Wonder what's growing. All fired up. Right where it cuts.
It's a neat area.
Lit. Bullseye.
Ow. Just clear these guys out, we can have a look at this place. I love a good greenhouse. Let's go after one of these. Okay, that's down. That guy's down. That's all the people. Still got some turrets. Thank goodness. Okay. Mailbox. Nothing.
The inputters need to be linked to boot the mind monitor. It's mind over matter, software over hardware. Success is peace of mind.
You'd think of all things in this game that the computers would provide lore
It's
or
a
something,
game of
but nope.
life.
Apparently, the monster we're supposed to be monster hunting for Moog is back in good old-fashioned suburbia. So why don't we go do that real quick? Alright, folks. Place your bet on what a shaky trunk nut is. Because I certainly have no idea. Oh. That's... okay. It's entirely unique. I honestly wasn't expecting that. Okay. It is a hairy female elephant that spits fire and walks on its hind legs. Got it. I suppose it could be an Indian elephant. Those don't really have prominent tusks either.
You're injured.
Okay, we are very injured, actually.
Oh.
Ooh, he likes that one.
Ouch.
Alright. Well, that was certainly a worthy adversary. What are we getting off of him? A key? Okay, so that is a key. Oh, a vault key. No wonder we couldn't finish Suburbia the first time. Where's the vault? Okay, over here. We're just gonna book it. I don't feel like dealing with these guys any more than we have to. We might be able to actually clear Suburbia now.
Find a key that fits. Feels dank down below the dirt.
Right. This was opened last time. So that key didn't really do a whole lot for us. There's a lot in Suburbia that we haven't gotten. Whatever. Apparently we haven't gotten that either. Let's go do that. Wow, how did we miss this notice board?
That board is filled with all sorts of hopes and fears of those who didn't like the city or nature and got trapped in between. You're getting close to what they used to call suburbia now. Not quite a city, and nothing like nature. When the cities became too polluted, some moved here. Eventually, they ran out of places to escape.
Why didn't they just clean the cities, huh? Why isn't that an option?
Back then, it was easier to move away from the messes you made than try to do anything to clean them. You'll find some traces of travels, even out here in the sticks. Well, what do you know? There's another track. Sometimes, even seasoned travelers needed a chance to get away from the hustle of the city.
It's not so bad. If it weren't for, you know, the whole economics of bleeding the American system dry, Suburbia would be kind of nice.
It's a wonderful place to raise a family, if you think there's a future for them. The tracks you found here will lead you back into the thick of things, eventually.
Oh, this is one we get to follow. Oh, right. Okay, can we break this down with what we have, or do we need better fists? How do I fists? Level 2 needed. Okay, so this is why we couldn't finish Suburbia. Okay, so the Klonkfist guy is like right here at Mumbleclump, so let's see if we can get at least one upgrade before he's gonna send us all over God's green earth.
This corner of the world is called Anywhere, which is maybe why Klick calls it home.
You're an interesting character.
This fellow seems shocked to see you. He's heard about you, but figured you didn't have the guts to do what must be done to survive till the end of the world.
And what have you done to survive? You don't exactly look very strong with your Spy Kids 2 sunglasses and a tie.
Says it's better not to talk about that. Figures someone like you must be willing to do anything to stay alive, just like him. Now that you got this far, though, which way will you go? You seem like you're ready to make the hard choices and do the worst things to see this world wind down right.
Yep.
Guesses the end is coming either way. When there's nothing but a bad storm rising, it's ride or die. Asks you to think of the world like a set of locks. Every time you do something, you decide whether to open one or not. Would you go back and open different ones now?
Things could always be better, but things could always be worse.
Says worse is relative. What's bad for you might be good for him. The world seems like it's starting to heal. How pointless. Seems like you threw out the old plans for this world. Trying to start something new?
Yep.
Says you're a fool for taking up with the Netra. He tried to sell them locks and they drove him away.
Maybe they don't trust you.
Thinks that's giving them credit for being a lot smarter than he could imagine. You look like you'd be a fun lock to pick. Says back in the days, no one locked anything, but that's changed. Locking yourself in and others out is his key to survival. He keeps his business low-key, but for the right person, he's willing to unlock secrets from the back then. The gears mesh well between you. It'll be easier for both if you just call him Klick.
What can you do for me?
Says that's the right way to ask that question. Think of yourself first. Klick says his key to success is metal. And judging from what he's heard about you, you're handy with metal too, literally. If you charged a bar of metal at a toxinol zap station, he could forge it into the palm of your hand. That would help your Klonkfist beat new paths into the future. Just flip the switch of a generator that produces superheated, glowy air and get on it when the lightning charge forms. Simple, right?
I suppose.
Thinks the biggest risks come with the best rewards.
Okay, I guess we're doing this now.
Let's see.
At least this isn't a billion miles away.
That's a toxinol zap station. Oh, e-waste. Hard to find.
Alright, let's see what this is. Oh. Okay.
Just flip the switch of the generator to produce superheated, glowy air and get on it when the lightning forms.
Sure. This is how this works. This is exactly how you do this. Little friend, I would stay away from me if I were you. Is that enough? Oh, no, lightning monster. Well, we have a new melee weapon, so let's try that out. Yeah, we're doing a lot more damage in melee now. The rolling pin doesn't have a secondary effect though, which is a shame.
Smirked.
But it does like way more damage than any other melee we have so far. Hopefully more quest rewards will give us better melee, because
Cutting edge.
melee doesn't do a lot of damage compared to our magic. And our magic is, I mean, our magic's doing enough damage, especially since we're on like the hardest difficulty. This guy's pretty tanky though. I'll give him that. Ow. Alright. Third time's the charm.
Take this seriously, or it'll take you down. You did good, but the lightning did all the work. Head back to Klick to amp up the Klonkfist.
I don't need you undermining my efforts here. Dave's really starting to grate on me. And not in the ways I was expecting. Is there a signboard here? No, just some Digimoji, apparently. This is maybe the wrong angle to be doing this cutscene. Cool. That's definitely an upgraded Klonkfist.
Klick says your fist is charged and ready to punch a hole through anything that stood in your way in the past.
Cool.
Klick's worked out the locks of the world, but still needs to make the keys. He figures he could make a skeleton key, a key that'll unlock any old lock, if only he had a back-in-time bone.
Like a fossil?
He's talking about remains of the dead and gone, and that means a chill down your spine as this bone comes from a particular site, the Gone Forevermore.
I could really do with a key like that.
Figures you could use it for good. If you wanted to. Klick says you're locked together in fate.
Alright, where's the gone forevermore?
Says you'll see each other later.
I'm willing to bet it's like way out back beyond the desert or something like that. No, where is the gone forevermore? We have to find it. Oh, it's actually not all that far. Is it just like a graveyard? That's disappointing. I was expecting to go to like a museum. That's new. Is it just marking like walls we've already seen that require the Klonkfist? That's cool. Let's go try those out.
That silo there is so tall. It's a mystery what they used to keep in it. If a story is about you, care for it. Who could stand against that?
More of these Tim Burton rejects. Okay, let's deal with these guys.
1.21 gigawatts. Kaboom!
I think we're just able to do damage to him while he's underground.
Gotta hurt. Charge him!
Alright, what is in this area?
Look at that metal strap over there.
Superb loot in an underground area, which is presumably where this wall is. Also, this is a new area, so this is not... So these are just new walls that we can smash. Are there only 5 level 2 walls? It seems like a very low amount. No, that's open. Are you anything good? No. Okay, so where is the good loot in this area? Well hidden, apparently.
You have hours stretching before you.
So this doesn't look any different than the level 1 one. Okay, that was different, but it'd be nice if it took less hits or something, you know? Just to signify that it's stronger. Because the material we're breaking into looks exactly the same as the first time.
That's interesting.
Wow, that's really all that's in here is a single... Oh my god, this game has the weirdest preconceptions about what is, like, a good idea to do for gating.
This is Knucklet. Up there in the little blimp, you'll find an upgrade bench.
Good to know.
Peddler is eager. Let's hope you won't regret it.
Well, that's that area. Ow.
Zapped. Dead on.
You're not scary so much as just annoying at this
Well
point.
placed.
Like, the first time you see, like, a real spooky enemy, it's like, oh, what is that? But the more you see them, the more, like...
Heroes are only heroes.
Is that another
for
village
others,
on fire?
But
Great.
they do the work, or they're heroes to no one.
We'll worry about that
it's
later.
freak-free, a supposedly monsterless cave.
Oh, that's good. Like, you just get desensitized to the creepiness. That's why effective horror is stuff like Tremors or Jaws, where you don't really see the monster all that much. Freak-free is not, in fact, freak-free. I'm sorry to tell you. We've been lied to.
What a blow!
I pressed that button, it didn't do anything.
A mercy, maybe. That's a handsome weapon.
So there's a green ATM. That's probably not in here, right? That's probably outside. Yeah, I'm not seeing this ATM anywhere. That shadow looks suspicious, but it's just this tree, I think. Yeah. Alright, back to Suburbia to open this thing. Let's crack this bad boy. Cave. I don't know what I was expecting behind this wall, but it wasn't that. Okay. Also, this counts for the 5 wall. I think the 5 walls smashed is part of, like, Klick's quest or whatever, and there are probably a lot more than 5 walls. Hello. You know, you're a bit of a misnomer, because I don't think you're made of tin, and you're not very tough.
A smart foe would lead. Itchy trigger finger.
Yep. Not very smart. Oh! Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. Cat. Okay.
How far does this underplace go on? That's a keeper.
Alright, so there's one more resource totem in Suburbia. Let's equip our cat and take a little rest.
There's a serenity about.
He's very cute. He's also standing very close to the fire, which is probably not a good idea. It's a good way to get your whiskers singed, buddy. Now we just need to find whatever this totem is, and then we're out. We've completed Suburbia after how many episodes? Too many. It's probably somewhere along the outskirts. Where did I put my horse? Where did I park my robot horse? Alright, well, we've circuited the entire exterior of... Is it maybe in the house? Is that what that's trying to tell me? Is it, like, in here? No. Yeah, I don't know where this last resource totem is, and I might never know. Oh well. Alright, and we're back here at the note pen, heading towards the edge of the Mushy Mush Mire, because we got some walls to pull down with the Majut, which I probably should pull out at some point. It's bad planning on my part. Alright, Majut. Pull that wall. This has been Extreme Makeover Cave Edition with your host, Ty Pennington. Apparently, the game has us looking for the no-no again. I kind of doubt that we'll find any, but I guess we'll see. Right here at this tree, okay.
Go on, catch it.
Oh. Just the one, huh? Okay. Back to the root. Okay, not back to the root at the base of the tree, back to the root over here where it was injured or something?
This might be the end of everything as we know it.
This game does, like, the more you play it, the more it starts to feel like it's falling apart at the seams. And I don't know if I'm missing something or if it's just because this is, like, a save that has gone from, like, patch 0 to patch 3 or something. But, I'm interested to see how different my second playthrough is going to be. I'll definitely probably wait until after all the major patching has gone through before I do that, though. That said, I don't exactly know when that's going to be, because they haven't really announced the patches up until they patch them, so... Are we gonna heal the root? Oh. It wasn't like this last time. That's not good. It's supposed to look like that. Alright. Let's get some light aura back in our system. We're back to balanced. Is there another squid, or do we want to... Oh, sounds like there's something. Oh, sounds like there's enemies. Level 38, not bad. Already done that one? Okay. I don't know where that croak went. Something made that noise, and it wasn't an enemy. There he is. Let's catch this little guy. Said, let's catch this little guy. Pet and keep. Now we're back to being a good guy, so maybe we won't poison the tree this time around. But first, there's a little something in here. Look at that. It's very sneaky.
You could put that to good use.
Okay, so not a lot in this train crash. Just some generic loot.
Go on, catch it.
Okay, so that time, like, when we caught it, it glowed white. I don't know if it did anything different last time around. Okay. Yeah, that's much less ominous than the first time. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of getting real sick of this game autonomously deciding what my character's actions are, right? Like, how am I supposed to get an aura if half the actions are decided by what your aura is? It's very dumb. Like, I know some people are probably sick of me harping on this issue, and it's like, well, if you're not doing like a weird neutral character build, then what does it matter? But here's the thing. It matters because if you can't decide each individual action individually, then what's the point of even having like an aura system in the first place? Why not let you just say at the beginning of your character creation, hey, I'm making a good character or I'm making a bad character, and then you don't have to worry about any inputs, and you could just play the game and watch the story unfold through the binary choice of good or bad, right? Like, that's the difference.
The Hex Hut. Maya makes her home here.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Well, this is somebody new. Are we gonna get a cutscene? I do love a good voodoo. I don't know if we need voodoo on the ship, though.
She figured you'd have given up by now, what with the end of the world arranged against you. She put her fate in her pockets instead.
I don't give up.
Thinks that giving up isn't always up to you. Sometimes the world's bigger than your will.
It says the woman with voodoo dolls.
Now that you're here, Maya believes your fate might be bigger than she thought. The world might end you, but it won't end without you. If you're going to save the world, you better get moving. Can't just sit there on pins and needles. They'll stab right through you.
What do you want me to do?
Either way, she wishes you luck. Good, bad, or whatever you need. Asks if you ever wondered who might be pulling your strings, and what might happen if you decided to pull back.
I trust my fate. My fate is very handsome and has a nice voice.
Thinks that's awfully easy for you to think fate's pulling your strings. Whoever's in charge, it looks like the world's on the way up.
Yeah, I make good decisions.
Thinks it's funny how hard you meant to improve things, no matter the result. Wonders why you'd mess around with the Netra. They spend more time pounding their clubs than playing with poppets.
Clubs come in handy sometimes. You can't fight off a monster with a voodoo doll.
Thinks nothing's handier than a poppet. What do you control them with? Hands.
That's just a riddle, that's not...
Anyhow, she has funner things to talk about. Says her name is Maya. She doesn't get a lot of visitors nowadays. There's a Jumbie hex over these parts of the land. She's beyond worry, though, and knows there's a small chance you'll survive. You're all doomed if you don't. Maya won't give up or give in. She thinks it's better to get stitching rather than curse a ripped cloth.
This place is cursed?
Claims there's a powerful and evil magic over the land. Only you can unhex it.
Okay.
She's crafted a poppet in defense against the World Eater closest to her, but she needs a sharper pinpricker to make use of it. She's flurfed the poppet already, so there's no need to worry about her wishcraft. It's primed on the World Eater. The only pinpricker worth using is one that was stuck in a haystack. It's a needle like that she needs your help finding.
Okay.
Thanks you for trusting in her poppet powers.
Maya, I don't know how to tell you this, but the World Eater closest to you is already dead. I don't know how much use this is gonna be. You know, I'm still gonna do it, but I don't know how much use it's gonna be. This is a cool area. It's different than the Surf Archipelago and very, like, marshy.
You found a fixer-upper. Wonder what's left of it. Ready to live at your own speed.
It's just like the little winding tunnels that you can go through. Okay. I need a record. You're not a record. Oh, that's the record. Great. What are we fighting? Rats. Or
Get out of here.
Weird frog rats. Okay.
Cracker-zap.
That might be a problem. We can go around. I'm gonna try and avoid going into new places unless they explicitly have like a quest related, because some of them are just, here's loot, and we've got enough loot at this point in the game. Let's try and speed things along a little.
That straw barn should hold enough hay to find the pinpricker.
Alright, let's get you guys together.
Made it count. Blasting everything to bits. Bullets everywhere.
Alright.
to replug the cables
Ooh, it's
so
this one.
each match the sequence.
I love this one. This is really easy when you have like a billion moves you can make.
Nice. That rearrangement should be enough to let enough electric current pass through the board. History is nothing but a series of stories. Shot through.
It'd be nice to have like a bestiary or something, just so we could know the names of all these weird animals.
Bzz.
I know like the bosses have names, but these little minions are just nameless creatures. Loot. Let's get the loot. Actual platforming, look at that. Oh.
Finding that pinpricker is going to be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
This is a cool quest. Okay, so now we need to go this way. Oh. I really had to screw that one up, didn't you? Found this.
What fun!
Okay. Man, they're really sending us all over here. Shotgun part, ugh. Now what? Oh. We need to get up there. Okay. You saw that, right? We literally just phased through the floor there. Like, a difficult platforming section in a game that's not normally full of difficult platforming sections, that's fine. I get that. It's a nice change of pace. But boy, does this game not have really great platforming controls. Especially with, like, a floor that you can just fall through. That's not fun. I get the feeling we're gonna hurt ourselves on this thing. And that's part of whatever evil magic Maya has going on. Why else would she send us looking for a needle in a haystack, you know?
That looks exactly like the pinpricker Maya was talking about.
Okay. No loot up here, though. I guess we need to go find the last bit of loot.
Daytime is the best time to get things done.
There it is. Alright, here's your weird voodoo object.
Maya looks relieved as she's finally able to get to work on the poppet. It'll take some pinpricking to soften up the World Eater. Maya says there's a jar roaming in the mushy mire at night. She wants to catch and bind it to a protection poppet.
It's a jab.
This time she wants to use a snuggie poppet from an old world automated blind box dispenser to bind the job. Once you've got a snuggie poppet from a machine, go to the Mushimosh Mire and catch the job before you come back here.
What's it worth to me?
Says it's worth saving the world, including you.
Fair enough.
Maya says she'll stick around. Has plenty to do, so no worries.
That's a crossway we've been to.
This is no time for sleep.
Did we never get this shrine right here by the crossway? Seems like a big omission. Like, we passed by this place 3 times. Yeah, there's still a lot of superb loot. Maybe this will actually unlock some areas here. We need to go up. Okay. Find a way into the building. You say that. Is it just like the normal go up thing? Maybe. Let's try that.
Flex those arms.
So now we can get in here because we opened the door. That's dumb. At least now we know where all that loot was. It was hidden. I don't... Like, on the one hand, I should probably stop obsessing so much about finishing areas, but on the other hand, how are you supposed to know that there's a quest leading back to an area like this? Right? Like, how was I supposed to know this was gonna be a thing? I guess I should just always suspect that and just not even bother clearing areas out anymore. But then you never clear them out. It's a conundrum. Yep, that's the crossway cleared. Great. I'm glad. I'm
Cranks
totally not
like
upset.
these usually need to be wound to operate the dispenser. What you see is what you get. Once it's out of the blind box, that is.
That's not what we want, is it?
Now you can
Jab
focus.
graveyard. Okay, what is it? Jab. What is a jab? Let's get up on the building so we can fast travel. Climb
The
the
tribes
rope.
need someone to unite.
Whatever. I'm gonna try and fast travel now that the music's gone. Actually, it's not too far. Let's just run. This looks like a spooky
That's
graveyard.
the Neverwake field. Not this time.
Oh, skeletons. Smellingtons. Skeletons.
So much damage. Static.
There are a lot of corruptions of the word skeleton on the internet.
Nice
What is
shot.
with the internet's obsession with skeletons? I mean, I get it. They're skeletons, but still.
Worth a shot.
More skeletons.
Charged them. Shouldn't take much more. Right between the eyes.
Big
Blitz.
skeleton.
Wow, wow, wow.
Superioris osseous is a really good name, actually.
Zap 'em good.
Well, at least he collapses backwards, which is more than most enemies can say.
There's the job. Night falls like a giant around here.
Okay. The way Maya was talking about the jab, it sounded like an important thing. Like maybe even something dangerous, like a wild animal. That was just like a cute little spirit. Why did we need to capture it?
Maya looks intrigued. It's the first time someone's been able to bind a job to a poppet, and she has no doubt the Snuggie did the trick. Maya says she's managed to pile up quite a collection of poppets over the years. She once made a special Barbo poppet for her friend Lump. He said it was the only one he'd ever met that loved cookies as much as him. Maya says she's convinced there's a poppet waiting for you, too.
Okay.
Thinks everyone important has a poppet waiting to bond with them.
It's just an add-on. Okay. Cat, what are you
Maya
doing?
says she was told you found that legendary ark, and she cannot wait to see it. Think about doing a poppet show in there.
It's not for puppet shows.
Can't believe you'd say that. Everything is for poppets. Wonders, since the world seems to be surviving, if you'd consider turning the Ark into a proper poppet theatre. It'd be perfect. Thinks if anyone deserves the Ark, it's you. You worked so hard to make things better.
I'm glad someone recognizes that at least.
Wants to know how someone auditions for one of the seats on the Ark.
So, what we have here is an opportunity to help.
Yeah, no,
you.
sorry, Maya,
There's
but
a
this is
secret-
a science exploration vehicle. It's not like
The thing
we're not
really
doing
missing here
theater,
is-
okay?
Be a better play.
Well,
We're not
anyone-
putting on productions of Rent or anything like that.
Thinks you're missing out on a lot of poppety fun.
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Maya says put a pin in it.
You got
She's-
anything? Lots of different poppets. Okay, see, this is cool. I'll buy that one. I probably don't need the cheaper ones, but like, just unique item add-ons? That's cute.
Well spent.
There's a lot of love to that. Every time I get mad at this game, it pulls me right back. Please don't hold that.
Rook says he's found keys in fluff dung before and always wondered what they'd unlock. Discover the rest and you'll find more keys. There's plenty of poo to go around.
Great.
Moog says you did good on that last monster. He hopes you have time to help him seek out the next one.
Sure.
It's not too far away. It shouldn't take you as long as the previous one.
Okay, where is
That's
it?
no reason to waste time.
Can't be too many left.
If you keep at the haunt, you'll round them all up in no time. Moog appreciates your company.
Alright.
Understands completely.
So, Moog is a bald-faced liar. The Sparky Twig Snout not only is not nearby, it's further than the previous one and in unexplored territory. So, that's gonna be it for this episode. We've more or less cleared out explored territory. There's still a couple of places in like the Mushy Mush Mire, and this is technically explored territory, but we haven't really been over there. There's one or two things over in all this, but next episode, we're gonna go start dealing with Pichu and see what happens there.